Hey guys, so I wanted to share my experience with learning to roll my R's as an adult. For many, many years, I wanted to learn and I tried a couple days here and there, a couple hours here and there, and I could never make any progress. And I finally gave up after speaking Spanish daily for a few years and still not being able to roll my R's. I thought, well, probably I'll never be able to. But September of 2025, I met a guy, Warren, who was a few years older than me and who had learned to roll his R's. And I thought, if it's possible for him as an adult to learn to roll his R's, maybe it is possible for me too. And I decided to try to devote time every day for at least 3 months and to see if I could. Well, at first, it was really uncomfortable for those with me, for my wife and her family who lived with us, to hear me constantly going, and making weird noises and slobbering everywhere. But after about a week of videoing myself, trying so many different things, watching videos, after about a week of practicing every day, at least 10 minutes, some days an hour or 2 hours, I practiced laying on my back, I practiced jogging, I practiced in different times of day in different situations. And finally, after about a week, I had my first actual roll of an R where I was able to go something like that. Very short, but something where it actually rolled. And I could not make it longer. It was only short. It was like nothing more than that. But I wanted to be able to go. So I kept practicing and I kept going for the 3 months. And it took me, I would say, several months before I could, and even doing it without vocal cords, that's a little bit harder. That took me even more time to get. But I got it. And the reason I'm sharing this video with you is if you're trying to roll your R's, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who say they've been trying and who do not think it's possible. It is possible for an adult. I'm 29 years old. I was 28 when I started. And by the time I had been practicing for 8 months, after 8 months of practicing every day, I knew I had it to a point where I would never forget how to roll my R's. So, if that's you struggling, if you think it might not be possible, I want to give you this encouragement. I researched online what percentage of people have a mouth defect that prevents them physically from doing the rolled R, the trill. And I don't remember the exact percentage, but according to the internet, it's a very, very low percentage, like 1% of people that cannot physically. So if you cannot, it's probably not a physical problem. It's probably you haven't taken the time. You might have taken a lot of time, and it's probably very frustrating. But don't give up. Practice, I would tell you, at least 10 minutes a day for at least 3 months. And if after 3 months you have made no progress, then you can give up. But for me, it was not a fast thing. It took me 8 months before I felt very comfortable using it in words like carro, perro, carril. And it's still not perfect, but I'm still practicing most days. A couple times, I just go just to make sure I still haven't forgotten how. But yes, that's all I want to share. It is possible. If you have any questions or want more specific advice on which videos I watched or which specific tips helped me, I would say there was no one specific thing other than after I could do the short R, but not the long one. Somebody said just keep saying it over and over and eventually your mind will fill in the gaps. So I said R, 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 over and over and over and over, and eventually I would do it faster and faster, and eventually my mind filled in the blanks and I was able to go so that's it. Hope this encourages you. Thanks.